Roger.
Okay, so as I understand it, because I wasn't there when you first joined, as I understand it, you are interested in joining our merry band of virtual pilots. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, and from what I've been able to surmise, you have quite a pedigree behind you.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, I mean from what I saw in the conversations.
Yep.
So indeed, you are a former Rhino pilot.
No, Super Hornet.
Uh, Okay, I'm sorry. I thought the Super Hornets were referred to as Rhinos because of the IFF antenna. My bad. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, Rhino is. Oh my god, I think that was F4. I don't know, but no, I've
Perhaps.
never heard the Super Hornets. I mean, who knows? Some people,
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
it
What?
doesn't
What?
matter. Doesn't
What?
matter.
Yeah. How
It's just
things
a
are
name,
externally and internally is
okay?
not always the same. Indeed.
Right.
Indeed. And a current Boeing test pilot.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Still for a Super Hornet.
No, Black 3.
Which are still Super Hornets.
It's
Block.
advanced model, but yeah.
Yeah, like the Block 3 Super Hornet.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so
Okay, almost loaded in. So it's probably easier if for the ground mission, I'm assuming you got some assigned target or a previous target.
yeah. Well, the idea is that we assign you targets,
Well,
and
yeah,
you,
that's
yeah,
how it goes. Yeah,
yeah.
and well, I don't know how much you know about the military. Well, I'm assuming you wouldn't know anything about naval operations, but usually we have assigned weapons as well, and including any kind of I guess we call them peripherals, like the AT flare. AT flare is pretty standard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, uh,
So that's what I'm saying. Like when you are ready, then I'll tell you what to get.
yep, I'm ready. Don't know if you guys noticed, but in the Navy, we let's see. When I started training, we were still using pen and paper. I'd say halfway through my first tour on the Washington, we switched to these like they weren't really iPads. It was a military version of an Android, so it's pretty cool.
I see.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. But Android, that's interesting. Seeing as
Yeah,
it's
we
open
have our
source and
own
all.
version of everything. We got our own version of Windows. We got our own version of iOS because some people use iPhone. We got our own version of Android. This is totally separate from what civilians use. So it's like it's not even the same. I mean, it's the same operating system, but not even the same version. It's like an entirely different version. So
Yeah, it's like two different builds, same base software, different build effectively.
yep. So Windows goes wrong on a computer on base. We Google didn't work. We had to had to call IT. So
Yeah,
okay.
I'm guessing the problem is that you can't really Google your
No, we
issues.
can't. It sucks. It's like and then you gotta wait, and then it depends on how many tickets they have. Sometimes it took a while, so it's just like okay. Oh shit, this is a nice setup. All right, starting up.
I will be on 300.
Oh yeah, that thing. Let me well, after stuff gets turned on, let me do that. Yeah, so keep in mind when it comes to the ACM stuff, it's I had to just adjust a little bit because the the Legacy Hornet's about half of what the real thing can do. So, but I
Of
think I'll be
course.
okay. So,
Excuses, excuses.
yeah.
Half? You mean like the Legacy
It
Hornets?
only
Yeah,
yeah, it only goes half as fast as the real thing.
the real Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought when I was posting all of that stuff in the chat and the Discord.
I saw. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, it the real thing can go 1400 plus easy. I can cruise at 690, 715 knots, fully loaded at 90% power in the Legacy.
By the way, yeah, I was wondering about that. When you say 90% power, you mean 90% before meal or
Yeah,
90%?
before. Yeah, 90% power on the throttle before military, before full military. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Okay.
very powerful aircraft. It's like, and then the
Okay.
Super Hornet, of course, is even more powerful. I could take off on the carrier at 80% power in a Super Hornet. It's like,
Yeah, I can assume. Is the Super's top speed higher than the Legacies?
oh yeah,
Like significantly?
Mach 2.2 plus easy.
Yeah.
But is this like a clean aircraft, like ideal
No, this is
conditions, or
fully loaded.
full? You can go Mach 2.2 with a
Two
fully loaded aircraft, like air-to-ground ordnance and shit.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, what's the point of upgrading if you can't make it better, right? That's the Navy way. Air Force does things a little differently, but yeah, these are very powerful aircraft, and I feel like they're underrepresented. Well, the Legacy is underrepresented in DCS. Its true, capability. They got everything else pretty good. The radar, data link, radar, the warning system, early warning system.
Really? I'm sorry, but I'm surprised you think the radar is actually well modeled.
Yeah, pretty much. They nerfed it because you can detect targets up to 160 nautical miles, and they nerfed it in here, so you can only detect them at what 40 or something like that.
Wait. So the Legacy's Hornet radar can detect in real life targets up to 160 nautical miles?
Yeah,
Like air targets.
yeah.
Like you can detect another Hornet at 160 nautical miles,
hmm
for example.
Any aircraft.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
No, so it doesn't matter if it's like a Tupolev 95 or a small F-16.
Well, F-16 maybe 140, but yeah.
It's
I
very
mean,
interesting.
yeah. That's what it's made for.
No, I get it. It's just that this is wildly different
Because think
from.
about it. If you're in a fleet, you're an
Mark, you did
aircraft carrier.
such a good job
You
with
don't
that
want an aircraft getting
poker.
any closer than 120 because some aircraft have air-to-ship missiles. Russians do, Chinese. So you don't want them getting that close. You got to be able to defend the fleet, and that's what it's designed for.
Yeah, no,
So yeah.
no, I completely understand,
hmm
but I'm just surprised. These numbers are very different from what you see in the
And
literature.
DCS, well, yeah, it's um, yeah. I mean, it's declassified. The legacy. Some systems are not entirely accurate. I think depends on what you read, but there's a NATOPS manual that's
There are
online.
several natives
Yeah.
manuals. That's what I'm asking.
hmm
For example,
Yeah. Some of
I
those manuals are old. That's it. And some of those manuals, yeah, they're some of the stuff. And like I looked at a couple of them, and then some of the stuff in there was like off. It was wrong. So it was like, oh, okay. I
so
wonder
like
who put that
natives
up.
manuals are wrong. Really?
Some of them, yeah. Well, there's a FTP site that we use in the DoD, where we get our stuff from.
Well,
If
yeah,
you didn't get your stuff from that site, it might not be accurate. You know.
fair enough.
So.
I'm in Mitch, by the way. Muted my mic on Discord.
Okay, let me just do a few more things.
Yeah.
Calibrate
But
the
you can hear, right?
SCS.
Oh yeah, you're doing an awesome job. I have written down Hornet can go Mach 2.2 fully loaded.
Okay.
Noted.
And can detect shit
Alright.
up to 160 miles out.
Radar warning.
Copy. Okay, laser, you're getting a TACAN reading.
Hint, she didn't know what yardstick was last time I flew with her, so you might have to explain that.
You're gonna have to tell me.
Yep.
Negative. Hold on.
Yeah, are you familiar with the yardstick, thing?
Yeah. Hold on. Are you saying attack on for the tanker?
No, for us. I'm set up on 4-2 air to air, so you need to set up accordingly. At how many stations? How many channels apart is it usually?
You evil man, Arker! Wow, asking her these advanced questions. Come
I
on.
think
She's just a
62 channels apart.
she's just a humble Boeing test pilot, Harker. Don't be hard on her now. She's just a humble Boeing test pilot, Harker. Don't be hard on her now. No
See.
fucking clue. Oh, this is great already. Ah, long flight to go. I should calm down.
We're just gonna stay here until she figures out the 63 channels.
There's no fucking clue. How much do you want to bet she's googling right now?
Like, I'm not betting. It's I expect it.
Okay, and you said that number was what for the TACAN?
Just tell her set it to TACAN 105 air to air, because else we're not gonna get to the good part, the case one.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, just supplementary. Again, set TACAN 105 air to air.
Yeah, I'm having some issues with my trackball. Hold on.
Copy that.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot.
I'm gonna have to restart my computer. I'll be right back. That's something going on. I don't know what the hell this is. I'll be right back.